Hi, you should care about what happens to other people. I figured I wouldn't waste any time on that one. That's the point of this video. That's all you need. The boring textbook definition of empathy is the action of understanding, being aware of, being sensitive to, and vicariously experiencing the feelings blah blah blah. You shouldn't need a dictionary to tell you that caring for others is the right thing to do. You don't have to love every single person out there, but showing them a basic level of understanding and respect is a very easy and honorable thing to do. Alright, now let's talk about OnlyFans. Hello everyone, welcome back to my commentary channel, and thank you for joining me here today. You've probably heard the news by now. The OnlyFans platform is dead. Not fully, but basically. I'll walk you through it. What's happening with OnlyFans? A while back, there was a rumor that OnlyFans, the paid extra content site known for being a safe space for adult entertainment, would start policing that adult content and getting rid of anything it deemed too graphic. When people first heard this rumor, they understandably said, "That's stupid. Why would OnlyFans get rid of the content it's known for? They would never do that." But hey, life doesn't make any sense. And that's exactly what happened. A few days ago, the internet exploded with articles about how OnlyFans would be cracking down on anything on its site related to corn. Not real corn, but it rhymes with something that I can't say on YouTube. So, corn videos, corn stars, ethical corn, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, the news broke and everybody started talking about this. The creators were all denouncing this change, people were spreading resources, other similar apps started advertising, and everyone was demanding the OnlyFans company explain themselves. The boring basics behind their decision was to appease their banking partners by getting rid of the extreme content on the site. Personally, I'm an outsider here. I don't have any stakes in the OnlyFans game. I didn't make content on there, and I also didn't pay for any content on there, so I'm about as removed as I could be from the situation. However, it doesn't take involvement for me to understand that what the site is doing to its workers is fucked up. OnlyFans was the safest option for a lot of people to conduct this style of work without putting themselves in danger. And there is nothing wrong with choosing to sell your body this way. It's complete autonomy over yourself, and you are the only person who can make that decision. I have absolutely nothing bad to say about anybody who chooses to pursue that trade. Now that OnlyFans is gone, that world is going to be a lot more dangerous for these creators, and there's more chances for people to leave real damage on them without the service OnlyFans offered. There's a lot of good videos on YouTube explaining this thing better than I ever could, especially since, again, I'm not super relevant in this story. Instead, I want to talk about the part of this story that I can relate to: being an asshole online. A lot of people, specifically men, are being extremely shitty to the women who worked on OnlyFans. I want to talk about a very large portion of the internet's reaction to this news. The people making memes, laughing at the entertainer's misfortune, and seeing this ban as a victory on, quote, thoughts. On every post where an entertainer in this industry is talking about how this change is going to affect them, you will see a mudslide of comments where men are making painfully unfunny jokes about their situation. For example, the influencer Corinna Kopf tweeted, "The problem with OnlyFans is the only people being affected are sex workers, and not only are they affected but being directly attacked. While I won't be affected, shame on OnlyFans for the direction they're going." Now, I'm not a fan of Corinna. She's a David Dobrik apologist and is one of those celebrities who joined OnlyFans to only post mild photos of themselves and make money quick. But she's making a good point here, and her position is relevant to this situation, so it's a good thing that she's speaking up on this. But apparently it's comedy hour, because here come the comedians in the comments. OnlyFans girls in 1 month. Job. OnlyFans girls in a few weeks. Now you can finally get a real job. Move to the hub or no longer a fan. Good luck at your new job. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Another real classy tweet we saw comes from FaZe Sway, the Fortnite streamer, saying, "OnlyFans is removing porn from their site, meaning that you fucks are gonna have to get a real job now." Which just comes off as immaturely aggressive. I hate this tweet. Thankfully, the comments on that tweet roasted the shit out of him, but he got a lot of his young audience to agree with him. If you search OnlyFans ban on YouTube, you'll see mountains of shit content making fun of these women as if they aren't real people, using their profession as an excuse to be try-hard edgy comedians desperate for the approval of other shitty men. The very few men who speak on this issue in their videos are called simps in the comments by these accounts, and the women who speak out are just included into the attack, and the whole thing is just disturbing on so many accounts. Additionally, the YouTube news channel Optimus made a video talking about this story, and his very young fanbase is operating just as expected in the comments. When OnlyFans stops, Subway will be hiring Kevin Samuels. Who? Uh-oh, looks like Karen is gonna have to be a mom for once. OnlyFans. Maybe these girls need the streets. Bans content on site. Life update patch note. Adjusted recruit difficulty for females. Now they will actually have to play the game for real this time. We did it. Clap clap. No more OnlyFans. Very considerate and human behavior being shown in these comments. Thank you. Here's a token of my appreciation. And save room for dessert. OnlyFans creators are being put in real danger of not being able to support themselves and resorting to a different version of their business which will put them in harm's way. It's not like they're going to do what these nerds say and go get a job at Burger King, because that's not how this works. This is more complicated than that. If Fortnite were to shut down its servers tonight, would FaZe Sway go apply for a job at In-N-Out? No, he'd look for a different game to stream. If his skill and passion is in video games, he's going to adapt to the change but stay in the field of his work. And it's the same for these adult content creators. Here's a tweet from someone talking about the ban. The amount of people mocking the workers who will lose their livelihoods due to OnlyFans banning explicit content is disgusting. I can't imagine being such a callous human being and thinking that's cool. And then they go on to say, so many people are telling me to go get a real job or assuming I'm an affected creator because I'm a woman. I'm a community director at a tech company. I'm not a sex worker. I never have been. I just have empathy for other human beings. You should try it. The hostility towards adult entertainers has always been baseless and needless and unnecessary. But to see it happen in full swing in a moment where their lives are affected by this huge change done in their industry is disgusting. Additionally, to no one's surprise, if you go to the accounts making these jokes and go to their public likes folder, it's all corn. So they're consuming adult content, but also demeaning and attacking the performers within that content. Great. Makes a ton of sense, guys. Great work. Go home early. So we've identified our problem. People are needlessly mocking adult entertainers whose jobs are now threatened. Now, how do we solve it? Children like FaZe Sway have always been talking down to these adult entertainers, specifically the women, so unfortunately this is nothing too new. It's really just heightened due to the recent current events going on about the situation. This has been happening since forever, basically. Back when this video started, a million years ago, I spoke about empathy. One of the more interesting things about empathy is that while it can be inherent and be around since development, it can also be taught. The issue is, how do we teach empathy, essentially human decency, to someone through the internet, let alone a famous creator who doesn't seem receptive to constructive criticism? I have friends who produce OnlyFans content who are scared about how this change is going to affect their livelihood. I've listened to them venting their frustrations, and as someone who is not directly involved with this situation, that is what helped me understand what the perspective of someone in this situation is going through. If YouTube started removing videos involved in the commentary genre tomorrow, I'd be panicking too. And I would be hopeful that the people around me would be receptive and understanding to me while I was freaking out about that. It's the same with these OnlyFans models. They deserve empathy, understanding, and basic human decency. What they do not deserve is weasels in their comment section making jokes about fast food. Also, why are we suddenly using fast food jobs as an insult? That's also fucking disgusting. So we can't exactly teach empathy through Twitter. Big surprise. I understood this story more by listening to the people who it was directly affecting, but you can't convince someone to listen to someone else, and you especially can't force people to listen to others, so we're out of luck in that regard. So what's the answer? Do we all just have to shoulder the shit from these comment sections and just hope that these individual people will someday develop the empathy required to care about what happens to people they don't know? I'm legitimately asking, is that what we have to do? While I don't know the direct answer, there is some good news. A lot of OnlyFans creators are finding similar paid apps and websites to use to promote to their audiences, and they can adjust and continue to do what they do. Nobody is going to McDonald's over this. And also, thankfully, these jokes at the model's expense just expose those accounts for being petty and sad. Even the other people making the McDonald's jokes aren't liking these tweets enough to compete with the ones that are being made about them. Hi, update. OnlyFans changed their mind. They said they're not going to go forward with this ban and that we all should forget it ever happened. I have no idea what their current plans are. They said they're going to suspend the planned change, but that doesn't mean they're not going to do it in the future. I don't know what this means. I don't know what's going to come from it, but I hope we're all still careful about that and we don't just blindly start trusting this company again, because I think they've shown us that they don't exactly have everyone's best interest at heart. Who knows? This is an important part of the story. I just thought I'd update you for full transparency. That's all. Bye. Have a good month. Why did I say month? Have a good day. Also, this whole story happened about a week ago, and as we all know, the internet moves fast. Like, I'm late to this. Barely anyone is still talking about this. All it took was a Spider-Man trailer, and suddenly all these commenters forgot about OnlyFans and have started complaining about Zendaya being in it or whatever niche things they hate. So in the end, while this was an upsetting story for many reasons, thankfully a lot of the hate has died down and these creators are finding alternatives to continue their work, so overall it's not a bad conclusion. And, on a personal note, I do hope that this is the last drama story I have to cover about the corn industry. I feel so stupid talking about corn videos and corn stars. It's humiliating. I sound like a damn farmer. Thank you all for watching my video, and of course, thank you to all of the kind people who donate to my Patreon. I have charged my crystals and manifested a good week for all of you, so expect that soon. Take care of yourselves, you deserve it, thank you. And if you want your name tattooed on my video forever, the link to my Patreon will be in my description. I'll leave some more videos for you on screen as well as my social medias if you want to see me post a picture, tweet a tweet, up to you. Thank you for liking this video and subscribing if you haven't already. I really appreciate all of your support. More fun videos soon, but until then, take care of yourselves. I love you lots, and goodbye.